impressed you the most? I'm sure you watched the relay trials. What really stuck with you through those?
The biggest thing that stuck with me
days?
at Olympic trials was the fact that we pretty much, every person, including Olivia, even though she had the shortest race, we came from behind to get our spot. So, which tells me a lot of things, tells me a lot about their heart, but also tells me a little bit that they're in good shape because they finished the races the way they should. So we look a little disheveled. I apologize for coming in. We came right from training. We were in Atlanta because our pool's down for fixing, not real timely. So we have to keep these kids on 2-a-days right now. So we're coming back and forth from Atlanta. But anyhow, to answer your question, I just think the kids were conditioned well. I think they were myopic the last 2 or 3 months, and in a good way. And they, because not any of them were favored to be on that team, which is really cool. Yeah.
So this isn't your first time coaching the U.S. team. You coached the whole women's team, and, and now you're an assistant coach for the men's. So.
But it's also, I think, the most exciting for me in lots of ways because I've been fortunate to be around 4 of them and as a coach, and just 2 of them as a personal coach and 4 in 2012, and that was fun too. But 2000, certainly my first one was fun, but this one I think more excited about just because the amount of people that we have. This is the most we've ever put on, and also the fact is that some of them just weren't supposed to be on this team a year ago at all. They weren't even in the conversation. So I'm really proud of them because of that. They're exceptional kids, and they're neat kids. That's the best part. They're Smaliga right over here is a very athletic young lady, very unassuming too. Mel's just been persistent. Flickinger, it's just, I'll tell you how persistent she is. She got about a 2.0. We love talking about grades. Anyhow, she didn't do real well her first semester. Since then, she's carried a 3.9 in finance. So she knows how to be persistent, and which is why she's on the Olympic team too. Gunnar made the team in an event that's not even his best, and then Jay just sort of kept coming out of the woodwork here in the last year and a half and kept getting better. I thought he was going to make the team about a month and a half or 2 ago, but anything can happen, and especially at this meet because the U.S. Olympic trials are at once the most difficult meet in the world, and also but also the most stressed meet. It's really hard to make the finals. It's really difficult. I mean, if you're top 2 at our meet, you're probably top 8 or 10 in the world.
Speaking of that, how do you feel as a coach leading up to this Olympics about the international competition? The U.S. team put up some really good times with the international.
We have our work cut out. There's no question about that. My swimmers do, but the whole Olympic team does too. You got to. I think as a group, I think we can come out of this thing ahead. But I think, Australia's women, particularly their sprinters, are the best in the world by far right now. So we have to make some headway there. But every country has some good ones. So we have to get the biggest thing we are charged with between trials and Olympics is to try to get faster yet. We can't be satisfied and satiated with what we've done, so we have already had that discussion here that congratulations, but we need to do better.
Thanks, Chris.
Yep, you're welcome.